If you want to be heard, breathe out deeply, sending your roots down into Mother Earth. Then draw the dragon energy into your womb and speak without apology and with deep respect for who you are as a woman, bursting with wisdom and power. In today's busy world, how can we find the inspiration, knowledge, and energy to live a healthy and empowered life? If we balance and harmonize our mind, exercise our body, live according to the laws of nature, and connect to spirit, can we find a way to heal, become our authentic self, and live our purpose with love? I am your hostess, Amy Fournier, and welcome back to Awakening Aphrodite. Let's get to the wand. Please tell us what this beautiful wand is.
We made a product that is quite handy and everybody can carry it with them. So this is a handmade product that you have now in front of you. Mm-hmm. Into the wand you find pure coherent water. And to make that water takes a year. That is put in the wand, and when you're using the wand and you put it into a glass of water, and then after 15 to 20 seconds, the whole glass is coherent.
Mm-hmm. So this is kind of like programming all the rest of your water to get in coherence, going to give you energy, help fight premature aging, synchronize right and left brain hemisphere, and obviously it can be used for your plants, your animals, everything as much as possible to get everything in coherence. Beautiful. If you want to purchase your own wand, which we highly recommend, you can get it on my website. I only put products I believe 100% used personally on mine. I couldn't get this on my website fast enough in my e-store to share with people, and you can even save 10%. You use the Amy coupon. It's on my website. Thank you for providing that, by the way. Welcome back to Awakening Aphrodite with Amy Fournier. This show is about helping you to be healthy and fit in mind, body, and spirit, as well as harmonize your masculine and feminine energy, tap into your intuition, your true source of power, and awaken your authentic self. Today, we're going to talk about your womb. What the heck is a womb? Well, it's otherwise known as your uterus. Technically, your uterus. That's right, your uterus. Why do you want to know about your womb? Well, because, newsflash, sister, it's your source of power. It is your source of intuition. It is your source of knowing. It is your source of connection with the divine, all that's magical and mystical about you. And it's your portal, your gateway to the divine. Not to mention, it's your magic attractive force, because that's what men need in order to get to the divine. That's right. We know in sacred sexuality and the tantric arts that sex and the act of making love was a mystical, sensual experience that was ritualized as a ceremony, as a way, a vehicle to get to the divine. And the male knew that the female was the portal, the gateway to the divine. Yep, that's right. So don't give it away, girls. Anyway, but I digress. Today's show, we're going to refer to one of my favorite books by the one and only Dr. Christine Page, who is known as the metaphysical physician. She's been on the show twice. I talk about her a lot because she's been a mentor of mine as I've been on this deep dive of women's mysteries and studies, reclaiming my own feminine and awakening my own Aphrodite. I've had the pleasure of working with her at a conference, a workshop in person years and years ago, and have been following her ever since. If you want to find out more about her, that'll be in the show notes, and you can check out episode 25, her first appearance on the show, which was epic, and then 154, Dr. Page came back on the show. She's just a powerhouse of information, and again, one of my personal mentors. I have a few shows for you, a few episodes of Awakening Aphrodite, where we refer to her wonderful book, one of many of her books, the Handbook of Women's Mysteries. So, if you're interested in the connection between your uterus or your womb and your voice and your power and your biology and your spirituality, you might be also interested and episode number 3. Yeah, 3. Way back when. Episode number 3, where we talk about womb wisdom from that wonderful book, episode 3. Episode 81 with Dr. Cliff Oliver, we talk about the polyvagal theory and the fact this gives you a little bit of the biology and physiology of how the voice box and the nerve, the phrenic nerve, and the from your brain through your voice down to your digestion and your organs and all that is all related. So in fact, when your nervous system's jacked up, it does literally change the tone of your voice. That's episode 81. Fascinating episode. Episode 108 might also interest you with the beautiful Ruth Ratcliffe, who is a holistic voice coach. Oh, it's such a great episode. I love that episode. She gives us little voice drills like blowing bubbles in a straw and all this stuff to help improve the quality and resonance of your voice. It's just a great, super interesting episode, 108. And lastly, you might be interested in episode 125 with Sydney Ross Singer, and we talk about the connection between your voice and your 5th chakra metaphysically and also behaviorally in your life. Super cool stuff. Love this stuff. I love, love, love the brain-body connection, don't you? Okay, so let's get into learning about your womb's voice. So, have you ever noticed that when a woman becomes tense or insecure, her speech becomes faster, higher, and louder? Yep, that is because when stressed, we speak from our throat and not our womb. That's pretty much the main takeaway right there, my friends. Pay attention if you're speaking from your throat or deep down in your gut, your power, your womb. As some wise person once remarked, the word uterus could also be described as our outer utterer, the place from which women should speak. But the womb is also the place where we store past emotions, especially from difficult relationships, which should have been released as blood during our period. But because we are probably unaware that our period provided this service, never thought of your period being a service for you, did you, other than potentially having a baby? Well, it's true. Our periods were cleansing opportunities, but that's a topic for another episode. Our womb is often full of old festering emotions that can be triggered when we're stressed. So if we're in a situation which brings up memories of a previous dysfunctional relationship, we instinctually remove our awareness from the sacral to the throat chakra, unwillingly to disturb the painful emotions that have been carefully locked away in our uterus. So we take our energy from deep down in our power center and we pull it up towards our head. The only problem is that since our power is seated in our uterus, when we speak from the throat, we often feel that our personal needs and opinions go unheard. Sound familiar? If you want to see the effect of this shift, listen to a woman speaking from her throat. It's often hard to engage with the conversation as their voice is a monotone that lacks emotionality, and her subject matter is full of information and details. Oh, so true. I often feel like she's trying to convince us of something she's intellectually wants us to believe, but the truth is still buried. When she moves her awareness into her womb, however, you'll notice an immediate shift as she connects to a deeper and more authentic truth. Connecting to our truth. The words are more heartfelt, the pace slower, and her voice becomes full of rhythm and interesting emotion, all of which encourage you to engage. Ladies, looking for that attractive force? There you go. This makes good sense, given that the sacral chakra is the center of relationship. Yep, chakra 2, baby. So if you want to be heard, breathe out deeply, sending your roots down into Mother Earth. Then draw the dragon energy into your womb and speak without apology and with deep respect for who you are as a woman, bursting with wisdom and power. You'll find that you take more time to consider your words as you can feel them emerging from a deep knowing rather than just satisfying a need to provide information. Wow, how cool is that, huh? It's also interesting to see that when you root your energy in this way, any woman you're talking to will subconsciously shift her energy into her womb, making conversation far more harmonious. Finding the right answer. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm asked to make a decision, my mind goes crazy, trying to make the right choice that will satisfy everybody. It's overloaded and busy, assessing all the emotions and expectations involved. Sadly, when I do this, I often find that in my desire to please everyone, I've forgotten to consider my own needs. Here's a simple intuitive exercise to help you find an answer that will nurture your needs. Yeah, bring it on. When you do this, I can assure you that your relationships will become more satisfying for all concerned. Sounds good to me, Christine. So, this is what we do. Ready? Bring into your awareness a question pertaining to a decision you have to make. Take the question first into your head. Listen to the answer. Then, take that same question to your womb and the indwelling dragon. Hear that answer. If you did this exercise, I'd love to know if you noticed any difference between the answers. I bet you did. Now, this might take practice, so don't worry. Okay, I'll just say if you really, I didn't hear a difference or I can't tell. Well, that just means you need to start paying attention and start asking. The first step to change is just being conscious of it and making a point. I'm a big fan of sticky notes. You hear that all the time. I say it all the time on the show. Make sticky notes everywhere until it becomes automatic for you. Start asking yourself, how do I feel about this? I started doing that when I needed to get more in my feminine and out of my head. Rather than saying, I think this, I think that, I made a point to always say, I feel, I feel, I feel. And I started literally dropping my conscious awareness down into my heart and then down even further into my sacrum and into my uterus, into my power source, and trying to cultivate that skill, that ability to feel what my higher self wanted me to know, do, or say. It might take a while. So I'm just trying to encourage you that, like most in the modern day, you probably have no ability to do this at all yet, but you will. I commonly find that my head will tell me the logical thing to do, with lots of shoulds and musts. If you got shoulds and musts, you know it's coming from your head, everybody. That's a dead giveaway that it's not coming from your uterus or your heart. Shoulds and musts are the big red flag of, this is my head telling me what to do. But your heart, on the other hand, will have a huge amount of help from your solar plexus and often will remind you of the emotional impact of your decision on the happiness of other people. But when I listen to my womb, the answer is clear and crone-like, which means wise woman, caring only for my inner well-being, not wasting words. Maybe I'll hear something like, of course you're not going to visit that person. You don't even like her. I often know because it either increases my energy or decreases my energy. If I think of something and I'm like, ugh, I feel like I just dropped down lower in my chair or whatever, or just feel like I just want to go lay down, I know that means I really don't want to do it. So listening to our womb is the only way to be honest, non-manipulative, and clear about our decisions, making life so much easier. The one quality that every living being on this planet deserves is respect. I often say you don't need to like me, understand me, or even love me, but please respect me. Mild disrespect includes when someone pretends to listen, but their antenna and attention are elsewhere. Yep, everybody's on their phone. Everybody's distracted by their phone. How many people are multitasking and they're not present? They're not listening to you. The biggest gift you can give somebody other than your heart is your attention, your presence, your full body, mind, spirit, heart presence. That's the best gift you can give a kid, that's for sure. Without a doubt. And don't be fooled. They can sure feel the difference. In more extreme cases, disrespect turns into obvious abuse, which can be emotional, physical, or sexual. I'm particularly affected when women don't respect each other, for we have a natural desire to bond. Whenever I feel unheard or unseen by a woman, I will stop speaking, check that my roots are deeply in Mother Earth, and that my womb is full of dragon energy, and then I will say clearly, please respect me. You'll be amazed how your interactions will change when you speak from your womb. But what you're saying is, I respect myself, and I want to respect you. Let's work at this together. Wow. Isn't that great stuff? I love studying it. I love sharing it with you. I'm excited for my new online course where we're going to get deep into all this stuff. And make sure you're on my email list. That's in the show notes. If you want to be sure to know when that course is available. So thank you so much for being with me today. Now take a deep breath. Drop down, 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 down. Connect with your chakra in the second level, that womb space. And next time you speak, tap in and connect and speak from there and see the magic and the changes in your life for the better. Would you like to support my mission to help empower people all over the world to be all of who they truly are? If so, please subscribe to the show, leave a review on iTunes, and share it with a friend. And if you're looking to take immediate action to align your energy and optimize your health, visit amyfournier.com. Thanks for listening to Awakening Aphrodite. Let's awaken her together in you. I'm your hostess, Amy Fournier, and I already can't wait to be with you again and for you to hear what I have planned for the next show.
Thanks for listening to Awakening Aphrodite with Amy Fournier. To learn more about Amy, check out her website, amyfournier.com. That's amyfournier.com. You can also check out Amy's live and on-demand virtual fitness and yoga classes, and sign up for her newsletter to receive a free mini ebook of 3 of her top tips for making holistic health a lifestyle. Again, that's amyfournier.com, and get your ebook sent to your email immediately. Connect with Amy on the daily on Instagram at FitAmyTV, FITAMYTV, and watch many of the podcast episodes and subtopic clips on her YouTube channel, which is also FitAmyTV. Enjoy, and we'll see you next time on Awakening Aphrodite.